Well, hi everybody, it's Ann Greff with today's live video. I am actually recording this because I had a doctor's appointment for my husband. I wanted to be with him on my usual Tuesday morning live. So usually I'm here at 11 a.m. Central Time on my Facebook page at Flowerbug Ink Spot. If you want to look for me on Facebook, that's where you'll find me. I also upload my videos to YouTube, which is where you're watching this now. So today I have two projects, well, kind of a third one too, but I'm not going to make that one today. But I am featuring the Timeless Plaid 6x6 designer paper. It is gorgeous in the ginghams and the plaids, so many different colors. You can see all the many different colors here. I have a few cards. They're fun folds that we're going to do today. I do want to talk really quickly about my cardstock shares. So what I did for 6 different designer papers in this mini catalog, I am offering cardstock shares that match the designer paper. So you can kind of see this one has Old Olive, Calypso Coral, Wild Wheat, and Misty Moonlight. So you'll get, if you're interested in any of the shares I'm going to show you today, you get 6 sheets of each of these. It's basically a full pack of cardstock, but instead of just one color like you order from our catalogs, you get 6 of 4 colors. So you don't have to have the designer paper to join in on one of my cardstock shares, because maybe you just like the colors. So I don't change them up because that would be really confusing, but this is the Timeless Plaid that I'm going to show you in a little bit. Then we have the Wildflower Birthday selection, and that is, I guess I could list all these. It is Peach Pie, Pool Party, Pretty in Pink, and Soft Sea Foam. $11.50 for each of the shares that you're interested in. Because you get 6 sheets of each. It's really the same as getting a full pack of paper. Here's the beautiful bouquet, and that is in Fresh Freesia, Berry Burst, Balmy Blue, and Calypso Coral. I have 6 of these. So here we have these kind of muted colors. We have Boho Blue, Mossy Meadow, our new Basic Beige, and Pebbled Path. So that is the Storybook Moments. Next is the Floral Delight. And here we have yellows. We have Daffodil, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, and Lemon Lolly. Beautiful couple yellows there with some neutrals. And last but not least, we have Friends of the Ocean. So here are some bright colors of Lemon Lime Twist, Melon Mambo, Summer Splash, and Pumpkin Pie. So like I said, you don't have to own the designer paper. You might just be interested in the cardstock colors. So let me know if you're interested in any. I posted on my blog today. That is January 21st. So you can go to my blog or message me here, and I will see how much between how many shares you want. Like I said, it's basically 2 packs of cardstock, 24 sheets each. But depending on your zip code, it may be more or less for you as far as shipping goes. But it's $11.50 per pack plus tax and shipping, and then shipping to you. I'm sorry. All right, so let's get back into our Timeless Plaid designer paper and my projects today. So the first one I'm not going to make in front of you, but I love this fold. So here I used the designer paper in 2 different, I got a little fuzz on here, of course, 2 different designer papers in this pack. I think they're both right here, same reverse and of each side. So what this does is, here is a 3 1/4 inch square, and you cut it from the end of your cardstock. So basically, let me show you. Here is your card base. You trim off this 3 1/4 inch square, and you have probably this much that is waste. And so this piece just lays right on top of that. So here I added the ribbon, hid it behind the back. But this is a beautiful set, this mixed labels, and look at that pretty die cut. That's right here in this pack, right here. So It is a beautiful die cut with a little bit of stitching on there. So that's the card I'm not going to share. And this is Mixed Labels. It's one of our online exclusives. So let's start. And I'm kind of focusing on Julie Davison's $1 Million stamp set. I love it. I love the nice big greetings, the ones you would use so much of when you're creating. So we're using that, and our card bases are here. So with you in mind, and here is my card base. Now, this was a standard, oops, let's get that right, 11-inch by 4 1/4 wide. And I scored it at 5 1/2. Okay, I've made this fold before. And then you simply reverse it. So it's hard to see unless you slip this white layer inside how that is. But it's super easy and uses a regular card base. That makes it into a fun fold. Now, you can put that extra piece on the inside or the outside. So let's play with this and make our card, and then we'll make our decision on which one we're going to put where. It kind of depends to me on which paper. Now you can reverse these because they are reversible, but I don't really care for the greens without the blue accents. So here both layers have a little bit of blue, and that makes it look better in my opinion. So when you're cutting your layers, oops, that would go like this. If you're cutting a 4-inch by 5 1/4 rectangle, then you simply cut them in half, and one would be for one card, one would be for another card. So you do want to make sure you choose patterns that when they lay together, overlapping, you cut them the right way. So I'd almost, if I were you, cut your card base first, and then I look at my rectangle of my designer paper. This is basically what it was. Pretend it's all one piece. And you're going to say, oh, let's see, I need to cut it this way. So, or if I'm using it this way, I need to cut it like that. So I have my pieces that will match in the right angle. So it is a little tricky. I would cut your card base first, just saying. So then you're going to add your designer paper to this. So when you're trimming your card base, very important that you leave this scored line intact. You wouldn't want to cut it this way, right? Because then you've cut off your card and nothing will be there. So you do have to cut it from the top left of the fold to the bottom right of the point. Okay, all right. So let's do this one. Oh, I got a little zealous with my glue there. Okay, get those points pretty close. Now I'm trying to decide which way I want to do that. I do kind of like that larger plaid on the front. It's really well, maybe I do like it this way. It's horse apiece, really. So then I'm going to be a little specific about where I put my glue and make sure my points match. Now, once that's on there, I can kind of sneak in and add a little bit more glue here if I think that it needs a little more hold. And with the liquid glue, you can move things as you're going. So then this will be adhered right here, and I just do one of those and have it go. And now if you want to measure from here to here, if you're particular, I don't know if it's that noticeable if it's off, but that's personal choice. There's really, when you have all these plaids and angles, it's so hard to find center. So I'm just going to leave it as is. Oh, I do need my punch. Hold on a second. My favorite new punch is the To the Point punch. And we are going to stamp this thank you in boho blue, which is my card base. And before we punch out, I prefer to stamp. I'm just gonna Make sure that's dark enough. Oh, I'm going to do it again because it looks like my U did not quite get dark enough. Travel a little bit. I could have huffed as well. Okay, then we take this to the point punch, which I love. Now I'm going to do it this way just to see what you think. I'm going to do it a little bit different. Oh, need to trim off some of my edges here. So this is a little bit different. Oh, it barely fits though. It's hard to know how straight that is. Okay. I love this punch. It works for so many different greetings. There is a stamp set that does, actually 2 stamp sets that coordinate with it. Oh, this is the good side, isn't it? Don't do that. Okay, we'll do 3 here. Okay, and I would, if I had my druthers, I would probably sponge around the edge or something like that. Okay. All right, so then on the inside of this card, I simply stamped. We're going to try and stamp right in the center a little bit. Clean up my desk a little bit. Okay, do I have that heart stamp? Yes, I do. I like all the little additions that she has to her stamp set. The cake, the cupcake, flower, star, heart, and little greenery. There we go. Super simple. Such an easy card. A little bit different fold than normal, but super simple. So hopefully you like the idea of a diagonal card front. Okay, there's our card. Now I have multiple gems that I could add on here. Yeah, on this one I did these, what are they called? Adhesive back dapple dots because I had some of the kind of a crumb cake look on there. Here I have more of the boho blue, and this one is a ombre dots. So, oh, me and my kitty hairs, they get adhesive things. Tell you what, they just love to stick to any of my adhesive dots. I'll worry about that later. But I'm going to use these. So these are the 2023-25 in color opaque sparkle gems. And they're very pretty. There's the pebble path that will work with our next card. I'll just use, and you know, I think I'm going to scatter these because I'll just do that. These are nice and small, so I'll go down here. Okay, there's the cards. So totally different with the different designer papers. All right, that's the first card we're making. So diagonal, I don't know, fun fold, I guess you'd call it, whatever that could be. But yeah, see how the points are to the side on this one and to north and south on that one. So 2 different ways to do that. It's a really neat fun fold. Okay, the next one is an idea I got from my friend Susie Wood. And she did a curtain fold. How many of you have done a curtain fold before? I'll move this over here. So here's my pieces. Here's the card. So have you done one of these? It's really neat. So how this works, did I do it? No, here we go. Okay, so this right here, I even saved some measurements. So this started out as 6 inches wide and 3 inches tall. And then you score at 2 3/4. Let me see if I can kind of show you what I did. I did not bring my scoring tool over. Oh, I did it the wrong way. So you have to kind of decide which pattern you're going to, let's see, there we go. Which pattern will be your front. So before you make an angle cut, so let me just start over. So 6 inches wide, 3 inches tall, you start at for the, well, it just really doesn't matter unless you want a certain pattern, but you can always flip it, right? Before you make this cut. But the first fold, right at this 2 3/4 to about 1 inch, you're going to just simply cut at an angle. Just cut that from the first 2 3/4 inch mark to about 1 inch. So I made a little pencil mark here and simply cut that off and then start fan folding. And that's your card. So super simple. Now this one does not have, I'm going to try something. I did not texture this ahead of time. I forgot. So I'm going to stamp it. So we're just going to use tone on tone and stamp random stars up here. Because it will show, and it will even show down there, but I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to do that. Maybe a little point right there. Okay, let's see how this turns out. Okay, now we will adhere this. And what I did when I adhere this is you adhere, it's perfectly placed. Well, mine's a little off right here. Must be my score lines, but it fits a 4-inch piece of paper perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and run my tape runner along the top and probably the sides. I'm not going to do this bottom part or this because I want this to have a little bit of a lift. See that? Then we take this piece right here, which actually would be really neat texture. Now this is Pebbled Path with Lost Lagoon. And I got those colors from the designer paper. Okay, so this can be adhered right on there. Then we're going to add that. And you can do that as high or as low as you want to show more of your pleating. So we're going to go all the way across and hope that, I'm going to go up a little bit. Oops. I'm going to first adhere this to the entire card base. So it's such a neat fold. I do wonder if it is a good idea to do plaid with a curtain fold. I don't know if this is a men's card or not with that plaid, with the curtain fold, I should say. It might be a little bit of stretching it for a guy, but that's okay. All right, so now I think this is from the Greetings of the Season dies. And I am going to do, I think, Thinking of You fits on here too. Yes, it does. So that's from Julie's stamp set. Just tap, tap, tap all over. And then try and get it straight with curvy words and not having it straight on the block. It's not very easy. Okay, I think I did well. All right, so what's in the inside of this? That looks good to me. That is from the same, and the same with the last one too, from the mixed labels. You kind of made my day. I'm glad we're friends. We're a great friend. You're pretty wonderful. Thank you, anniversary sympathy. And just to let you know, you're on my mind. But I'm going to do, you're pretty wonderful. Hopefully I can do it straight. Nope. I'm going to test. Okay, it is a little bit crooked on my block. Okay, got it. Now we're going to go back to that star and stamp a few stars on here. Give them a little bit of twist now and then. Do it at different heights. And that adds some balance to your card. Okay, so that is Lost Lagoon with Pebbled Path, one of our in colors. That's our card here. And remember, these project sheets, I always give you free project sheets after my videos, almost always. And they are on my blog at flowerbud.net. So these project sheets will be next Monday and Tuesday. So that would probably be the 27th, 28th, I believe, is when they'll be on there. Okay, we'll do a few little edges for my dimensionals. I put them willy-nilly. I'm not too particular about what's underneath. I know some people are. I am not. I figure that if they're that fussy, they can see my underneath part of my card. Okay, so I have a star that I stamped and punched out that I'm going to add right here to add a little more fun, more lift. And then I had, yes, I tied a bow with our new Lost Lagoon cording. I'm not sure what the official name is, but I'm going to press my knot on the glue dot, pull it away. Yes, it's stuck, kind of folded under so it doesn't stick where I don't want it. Okay, there's our card. And yes, I could add some more gems if I wanted to, but I like it as is. So there is both cards. We have this one, we have this one, and then I didn't make this one, but it's another kind of a fun fold. So easy cards using the Timeless Plaid designer paper. So don't forget, if you want any of my cardstock shares, message me, let me know that you're interested, and give me your zip code so I can look up what your shipping will be, and I'll get back to you. You can pay with PayPal or Venmo or one of those. Or if you want to contact me with your credit card or debit card, I can do that as well. All right, I think that's it. Thank you so much, and I will see you on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. If you're placing an order, I believe this is my current host code, so not that one. I think this one is done. So here's the current host code. All right, tutorials, glue stands, and kits are here. My blog here, my ordering website, shopwithleanne.com. All right, thanks everybody. I appreciate you watching, and have a great week. Bye-bye.